Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody's trying to make an ornament out of this clip art, and I've already done it. And I added a little pizzazz to it up with the hanger to make it a little bit stronger because this thing was pretty little. So, like standard clip art, it's a little less than 3, so we're going to set our nudge factor to 3. Click on it, go to Trace Bitmap, Outline Trace Clip Art. Traces it really good and really fast. Go up here and remove color from entire image, and then you just have an outline and you already have it. It's a great clean vector. So what I normally do in a case like this is I'm going to take it, I'm going to make a duplicate, and I'm going to move it over, and I'm going to left click, right click, and just get an outline. And then I just want an outline around it. So we can try going to effects and contour. We're going to contour the outside with rounded corners, just 0.1. And you see it puts some contours on the inside. That doesn't really matter. We're just going to use the outside. But what I would strongly suggest doing is we want to get the shape of the outside. So I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool and just fill that in. I'm going to nudge that over. And I'm going to then fill in I'll do a different color. So now I have the outside shape. And if I left click, right click, and put it back to our item, it's right on top, but I want to, let me zoom in here. That's one thing good about Corel. You can click off of it. It'll still go back to the last item selected. Let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Now I don't know which one I have. I got the outline. So I'm going to go to the outside 0.1 rounded corners, say, okay. I don't really like that on the inside, but well, no, that'll work perfect because it didn't do it. It's all clean. Go up to object, break the contour apart. And then if you grab the center one, you should be able to get it. So there's our contour of our graphic. Now we need to put a hanger on it. And I did a little different than I've done before right here. I think it's pretty nice and pretty strong. You've always got to think about that. So we're just going to take an ellipse and put it like right in there. And we're going to take the virtual segment delete. Well, before we do that, Control D to make a duplicate and make your hole, holding down the Shift key so it'll grow inside. Now I'm going to nudge that hole over, and I can actually weld these together. It'll bring that. And then I can bring my hole back over, and I have that. Now, just to make it look, to me, maybe a little bit better and kind of neat to do, and it will make it stronger. Take your 3-point line and go from about right there to maybe down there, and then just, well, I didn't do a very good job. You don't have to hit your calculator. Let me start here, go way up here, and just put a little bit of a curve to it. I don't like that. I'm going to start over. This one's a little bit different than the one I did earlier. Just a little bit of a curve. This one I can do easier. You kind of want them to look the same. Then take your virtual segment delete key and delete these lines, and then you get that shape. Now, you could weld this, but I always take my Smart Fill tool and fill that in. That gives us a good shape, a good solid shape. Left click, right click, now it's all one piece. So I got below his head on my circle. We could actually go to object, break the curve apart. I'm going to get rid of the yellow boxes this time. We don't need it anymore. And I'm going to take that item on. It's just 1/4 inch. So you've got to either nudge a little bit, or if you're going to put a lesser string, hold down the shape tool or the Shift key. And you could actually probably move it up a little bit because it's still going to be plenty strong. You don't want that hole inside your graph, or I would think not. So this one actually looks a little bit better. Maybe I put the circle up taller. And let's just do that. Didn't take just a second. We still have our shape. we'll contour the outside, go to effects, or go to object, break the contour apart, grab that center one. We have this is now our new one, put it on the outside. And let's put our circle more so like up in here and just barely have it touching. And then select it all and weld it. And then you put that little I did a no-no again. Before I do that, I want to put another one because I want it to be right in the center. So I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, hold down the Shift key so it'll be in the center. And at this time, you can go ahead and take this away. That would be pretty strong, but the weakest point would be on this loop right here. So now we're going to do what I did with the 3-point line. But this time you can go a little taller. And you could spend a little bit of time on this trying to make it right. And then just take this away. And then I would strongly suggest smart filling it. If you look, the reason I do this, there's 5 objects selected. Well, if you take your smart fill tool, move that up and over, and then if you left click, right click, there's only one curve. So let's take this one away, or just move our Santa Claus up. Well, let's just take it away and take away the dot. Take this, move it over and down, and that's a pretty good looking ornament. I think it'll engrave good. It's relatively small and got a big hole and it's strong. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.